Okay, loads of you guys are still having issues with morning wood, libido, erectile dysfunction, and it's pretty devastating by the looks of it, sounds of it. I get a lot of Instagram DMs from guys of all ages, guys in their 20s. Obviously, this really, biologically speaking, it shouldn't be happening in your 20s. Guys in their 40s though, and beyond. Some guys with younger women, like a younger wife, girlfriend. Some guys who are single, or they've just been married for a long time. But the lack of morning wood is pretty devastating or embarrassing, and it's getting you down. So that means my job is not done here. We've still got problems and they need fixing. So I'm going to talk about 4 big fundamentals and the things that I keep seeing that guys are doing wrong, certainly on Instagram, because I can talk to people more easily on Instagram DMs. YouTube's kind of difficult, but because there's no like messaging. But these same errors keep coming up, and again, it doesn't matter how you feel about these. Your body doesn't care. Your testes, your genitalia, they don't care. Like, certain things make them work, some things make them not work properly. So I'm going to briefly cover the first one, because I don't think this applies to most people, but you need a certain amount of cardiovascular health. If you've got seriously clogged arteries, if you've got a messed up heart, your heart just isn't pumping enough blood around the body, that's a serious problem, because it's going to affect your entire body, your unit included. So you need a heart that's beating properly. Obesity is going to kill this. If you've got serious blood pressure issues, if you've got any kind of messed up organ, if you've got like fatty liver, that's another potential thing. What else is there? There's a few kind of fundamental things. I'm going to assume though for the rest of this video that your organs are all working properly. You're not obese, and you've not got massively messed up blood pressure, things like that. Second one. This is the one that kind of annoys me a little bit, because this really is up to you. And if you don't do it, don't be surprised if it doesn't work. And it's the vitamin mineral diet side of things. But really, the foundation of this is eating quality foods that you have cooked for yourself, or someone else has cooked you, or you eat them as kind of semi-raw and do what some of these holistic Sol Bra types recommend. It's up to you. I don't think it's necessary, but if you're really lazy, it's an option. There's guys in my Instagram DMs who haven't had morning wood in years, and I tell them, look, they show me the blood work. You're vitamin deficient with the B1, B3, B6, zinc, selenium, manganese. You're deficient all across the board. Like, this is a serious problem. You're not healthy. It is not a surprise that your manhood isn't working. You've got serious deficiencies everywhere. Yes, your testosterone is going to be low. Yes, you're going to have no libido. And they genuinely think the answer is to pop more selenium pills and zinc and all these other supplements. And they haven't cooked a half decent meal for themselves in years. Food is 10 times more powerful and foundational than any vitamin supplement. Food is foundational. You need it. And also, another thing to think about is if you're massively vitamin D deficient, that can affect all the other things, because it makes it harder for your body to absorb them properly, especially if you're just popping pills and you're not eating real food. If you're massively stressed out, or you're sleep deprived on a chronic basis, that can make it harder for your body to absorb nutrients and vitamins, especially if you're just popping pills and you're not eating real food. So those are other factors to consider, but the first thing is to eat some real food. Stop just throwing more pills. It's not the answer. Stop being lazy. Laziness is the answer here. It's the problem. So that's the second big one, and that's huge. Please just if you hate cooking, just have some raw eggs in the morning. It's kind of disgusting, but or boiled eggs. It takes 2 minutes. I mean, come on. Or do a sol bra and just have some raw ground beef and put some spices on it. It's unnecessary. You don't need this for testosterone, but if you're really lazy and you hate cooking, just do that. Having all these seed oils and sugar and canola oil that a lot of these takeaway companies are using, that's going to damage you over time. In fact, your cardiovascular system, coming back to point one, might be in jeopardy more than you or I realise, especially if you've been eating this kind of junk food for such a long time. If you're 49 watching this, that's a lot of time for these things to have caused havoc on your organs and for the inflammation to build. So please don't underestimate the importance of just eating proper food. Third point, stuff that I've already touched on, stress levels. If your stress is high, the body's focused on other things. Impregnating some female is not at the top of your priority list. If your stress levels are high, your body's focusing on survival. It thinks its survival's under threat. It thinks you're about to get eaten alive by a tiger. Your manhood is not going to work because it's just not the body's priority. So you want to get the stress levels down. I don't want to go on about that too much in this video. The sun's very helpful. Sleep's huge. But the fourth one is sleep. Especially REM sleep, REM sleep, in the early hours of the morning, because that's when the most testosterone is secreted. That's when, if you're going to have morning wood, that's when it's going to happen. It's the early hours of the morning. It's usually about, well, in a healthy person, it's about 25% of your total sleep. So if you sleep for 8 hours, there should be about 2 hours of REM sleep in there. So yeah, REM sleep is the focus. Getting lots of sun during the day. Not overdoing the caffeine. Getting enough magnesium. Stopping the blue light and any sort of stress in the evening is extremely important. These are all going to help you with REM sleep. Please don't run me over. And that's a huge fourth factor. So many people just aren't getting enough sleep, sleep deprived. And then that causes the stress levels to go up. And over time, there's more inflammation in the body. So it all ties in together. But the biggest one I'm seeing on Instagram in my DMs is that guys are just refusing to eat proper food. It's crazy. And they'd rather just pop pills, and they think that's the solution to all of their life problems, and it's obviously not. When I say organ meats, you can have organ meat pills. It's an option, but it's not going to be as good as actual local grass-fed organ meats. So priorities. Now, if you've been watching this video and the cortisol side of things really makes sense, and you're thinking, that's exactly my problem, check out this video. I talk a lot more about cortisol. It's a long one, covers it in great detail. I'll see you in that one.